And welcome everybody. It's that time of week again. The Week in Wax featuring the incomparable Larry Fine, joined of course by Sanika and myself, TV. Gentlemen, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well. Good to see you boys again. How you doing, Sam?
I'm all right. Doing good.
Great. Are we live? We're on. I can see us behind there. All right. I don't know that we pitched out a Discord notification. Let me do that.
I'm still doing these blends from earlier today.
Which ones?
The unlinked blends.
Oh yeah, I bought one pack because that's all I could really afford, and I got the mint number one, so I couldn't open it. So like now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
That's tough. I don't know if I would. Yeah. I mean, maybe somebody picks it up for more off the market.
I haven't
also
posted.
a mint one.
Yeah, I haven't posted for sale or anything like that. I just, I was happy to get it, but at the same time, I don't have any packs. I don't have any distributors. I'm sitting here, empty hands.
All right,
but
yeah,
it's a good problem to have.
Got off to a slow start tonight. I think it's because we forgot to ping. But that's all good. All right. Well, how was your weekend, Larry?
It was okay. Pretty, stressful and stuff, with the world events that are going on right now.
Yeah, man.
I most of the time I try to avoid just getting involved in anything like that. But it's I don't want to swear on this show, but it's a lot of poop that's happening right now, and it's sad, really. It's sad to see.
Yeah, it sure is. I noticed that you changed your Discord avatar, which inspired me to change mine as well. And I don't know if you can see, but I got my light set to the blue and yellow over there on the side.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm just hoping for the best, man, for you and for your family, Larry. I hope everything.
Well, it's my girlfriend, right? So for people who might not know, my girlfriend is Ukrainian, so she's got family back home, and she's doing okay with it. She ended up pretty well, but it's taking an emotional toll on her for sure. And I just try to support her, and she's all over the news and things like that. So it's just it's just little breaks every now and then. I try to help her out along the way.
Sure, yeah. What does she still have family left there in the Ukraine, or?
Oh yeah, lots. Yeah, her mother, her father, her brother, her grandparents,
and they're still physically in the country.
Yeah. Thankfully, most of them aren't near any of the conflict zones, like the direct conflict zones, but it's moving around pretty fast. So it's hard. Like I'm glad she's here. Like we're in Canada, so she's here and she's safe and everything, and she's kind of feeling mixed about it because she's not there with her family and her countrymen and women. So it's tough. I got this shirt. It's called a Vyshyvanka. Her grandma gave it to me.
That's cool.
Say again.
This shirt, it's a Ukrainian shirt. It's called a Vyshyvanka. So
very nice.
I actually haven't worn it in a while. So I figured tonight would be.
Yeah, dude, that's what's up. So let me ask you this: have you seen or scouted any legitimate crowdsourcing charity type things for Ukraine in the NFT or Web3 crypto space?
Not in the space, no, because my girlfriend, like, she's direct, like she knows exactly what to do and stuff like that. She donated some money. Actually, I still haven't. I need to. I was totally gonna do that, but I totally forgot. So she just goes like straight to the source. She doesn't, mess around. So maybe I can, because I have it on my phone. I'll get it here. Maybe we can put a link later on for it.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Please and thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you said legitimate there, Trent, because that's been like something that I feel like it's got to be happening, and it's just sad that it has to be something we think about. People send out fake links even for something like that.
Right. Yeah, I got one not too long ago. I reported it as spam. I mean, I think on Discord that's the best thing you can do, because I think if enough people do it, then Discord like labels your account as a spam account, and then it becomes less effective. The one that I'm a part of a Discord called Twitter Eggs. So this is going to sound silly. Let me share my screen though. So if you see up in this left-hand corner here, those Twitter eggs. So these are allegedly the original NFTs. Like they're from 2014, I think, right? And the image was just simply that Twitter default image. Like if you didn't upload a profile picture, it was just the egg. And I think there's only like 90 of them in existence, something like that, a very, very small amount. And they sell for like wild amounts of ETH on OpenSea. I think like upwards of like 90 ETH, something crazy like that.
Wow.
And I was invited to it from a friend of a friend who actually has these Twitter egg NFTs. And I noticed this was in their announcements. So I trust this server, I trust the people running this. And I just thought it was interesting. I can go ahead and post, I guess, this Twitter link. They're doing a raffle. Let's see, eggs for Ukraine. Looks like they even set up their own website too. So shout out to those guys.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's a lot, like 90 ETH, you said? Like, come on.
Well, I might be exaggerating, but just think of like a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's how much these Twitter eggs are on OpenSea. And if you look at the people that donated prizes also, like it's definitely some decent projects.
One of the prizes on offer says it's worth 60 ETH. Misprint Twitter egg.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the misprints. Those are always.
That's probably one of the only legit and kind of cool ones, besides like Nostalgeek said, the Farming Tales skin.
Yeah, I bought that too. Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that because not only do we love Farming Tales, but it goes to a good cause.
Yeah. All right. So last week we had what? We had a really long episode because we kind of went into this week a bit, right?
Yeah. And I was actually kind of glad I did all that. I did all that research last week because I had a very busy week this week, so it was nice that kind of saved me a little work today.
Yeah. Shout out to Metaforce for the raid. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Rex.
Thanks for coming.
All right. Let's see here. We had the sheer stone drops and blends. So we did all of that, and that led up to the drop that we had today, which
exactly
also on the list. And then there was the Harmonia Goya's Land.
Yeah.
Did you get in on that?
I did. I bought some packs, opened up some animals. I didn't get any of the I think it was an oyster that was the high, legendary or mythic or whatever. I didn't get any of those, but I got some good stuff.
Yeah,
I got about like 10 animals total.
I was able to snag an oyster. So I didn't know that there was a very limited amount of animals this round. I was talking to Phoenix Tat about it because I apparently had like a tin humming. It's like a Tweety bird or something.
Oh no! Yeah, I was supposed to give her one. I totally forgot.
Yeah, all good. I traded with her. I traded a frog for a Tweety bird, but apparently, when she was looking through my inventory, she's like, "You have everything." I'm like, "No way!" Like, I only have like the one epic, and I think there were 0 legendaries pulled. So I had the one epic oyster, and then I guess the rest of everything. She explained kind of how things went down. Apparently, they had like a price point with everything that the community was upset about, and so they lowered the price, but then they also limited the amount of animals they were releasing. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but this is how the story was sent to me. And awesome. Here, you know what we can do, Larry? Give me just a minute. I see that our private chat. I'm gonna go create. Thank you, Daz. A custom link for this, if I can.
Nice. Okay. Well, I do know that there were no legendary eggs pulled. At least when I looked, it kind of looked like late in the drop because I think I missed the early time to get. Oh no, I did. I got a couple low mints. I didn't get any number ones or anything like that, but I opened one pack super early and got lucky. But yeah, from what I saw, there were no legendary, so no legendary eggs and no legendary animals as of yet. So that could be pretty lucrative. And then when you talk about that oyster that you got, when I looked, there was only maybe like 20, 25 of them in total. So the scarcity is there for those animals.
How do we hatch
I'm just
them?
gonna hold mine. I don't know. I have a couple duplicates. I guess if anybody wants to pitch some trades on the commons, I guess I would be open for it. Just let me know.
They have their own site. I'll see if I can find the link for you. But yeah, they kind of do it their own way. So you would unpack the eggs on Atomic Hub, and then you'd have to create an account on the other site.
Right. Yeah, it's the Playtick site.
Playtick, that's right. Yeah, I was fumbling with it, but
yeah. I've hatched them all. I just I went to go grab the Android emulator, BlueStacks, to run the app because apparently the game itself isn't ready for desktop yet. But I don't know. I'm on Windows 10 and haven't upgraded to 11, and I guess the BlueStacks wasn't compatible with it. I don't know. I didn't make a big deal about it because I don't foresee myself putting a lot of time into anything gaming wise, you know.
Yeah, I feel you there. It's nice to think about stuff, but time is fleeting these days.
Yeah, I was trying to create an instance with like Android 9 or something, and it was telling me that my OS wasn't compatible. Oh, okay. Alfie, hit me up in DM.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
If there's a way that I can do it from my phone, maybe I will. All right. So anything else on the Harmonia drop that we want to recap?
No, not really. It's wait and see mode, but it's actually, they've developed a lot more gameplay than what we're used to. So that was really nice to see as far as, NFT drops go, because I'm so used to like Kickstarters and the potential of what the game could be and things like that. Like they already got an app out or whatever, you can already play it on your phone now. So, it's nice to see. It's a step in the right direction is basically what I'm going to say.
Right. Sandy, did you get any?
I have 3 eggs. I'm trying to sign in right now, but it's saying the account I just created is unable to sign in.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Maybe I need to like confirm it on my email.
That sounds about right, actually.
Yeah, you have to activate your account first.
All right, so I only have the subdomain claim.nftgamer.tv, but I can at least shorten the link there. There it is there. That's the one that you sent me, Larry. That will reroute you to the National Bank of Ukraine, right?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so that's not a claim link. That's a donate link. It's the opposite.
Yeah, be careful with that.
All right, and then we also have the Send Your Lupe drop. So did you get any of those? Any chummies?
I did. I got 2. I had a budget for 3. I scraped enough just to potentially buy a third one. But I didn't get the third one I wanted. I always like the chummies. I was saying this in our chat. It's kind of like it's an event, people who know about the chummies get excited, and it's it's a small, scarce little thing. So it's not like it goes to the people who really want them, and you can see them on sale for secondary for high prices and things like that. But I don't know. It's not necessarily about that value. It's just about like the community and just having one and being a part of it.
Yeah, so I was sitting at home getting ready to go out with Sam when the drop started, and was about to get in the shower, and I kept putting it off because I was trying to claim these chummies, and I was using our time trick, our time.is trick, because that was perfect for it. It was the perfect environment.
Yeah.
And I was able to claim 3 of them, I think. And
Nice.
yeah, sold 2 for a reasonable markup, but nothing crazy. I think it was like $349. I let them go for $349 wax, and they were like $240. It's like $100 wax profit
Nice.
each. And I have a third that I'm going to keep. Sam, did you end up getting any more chummies?
I did. I picked one up off the market. And then I think it was Mountain Dew Me hit me up as well because he had an extra that he had gotten that I bought off him. Kind of. Pull it up. There we go. I always try to search chummies, but it's Senior Lupe.
Yeah. That's another thing I like about the chummies is like, you know, there's people who are better at drops than others. You know, like I let's say Nostalgeek is better than me. He snipes it before me and stuff. Oh, you got a hoodie one. Nice.
Yeah, that's the one that I grabbed.
So we all just try to help each other with the drops, you know, like people who don't have them, like, hey, I'll help, give me your wax, I'll buy one for you, things like that.
Right,
so
right.
Nice.
Yeah, and especially like I've tried to teach people that time is trick. It's just it's you have to just do it a few times. Oh, nice. There you go.
Oh wow.
I think he's hilarious. He was surprisingly the cheapest on the market right after the drop. He was the only person who was undercutting TD, and I was like, with the gum, really? So I was like, I got mine. And then this one I got from Mountain Dew Me.
Nice. Yeah, they're also funky, and these ones got those all the 80s themes, so you know, gotta love that, the retro vibes.
Cool.
I got a couple. I got one with the Bitcoin headphones, which is cool, and another one that kind of looked like my avatar, my NFTG avatar. So I saw that one. I was like, yeah, I got to try for it.
Elsie's asking, isn't that the one Sherry bought? The one with the fruit by the foot? I think so, because I think they commented on somebody buying it. Yeah, I think so, Elsie.
There were a couple with the bubblegum thing hanging out. I know that. And there was also like the suckers, the popsicles, like the Tweety Bird and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I like that we're talking about this. I forgot what we're talking about, but I think it was on the stream earlier today that he makes them all by hand. So like instead of a normal generative collection where sometimes the attributes don't necessarily line up, like all of his, it's fully a work of art.
Yeah, like he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put this shirt with that, you know, except that hat, and that's I like that. Yeah,
yeah, it feels
he
planned.
does that. Yeah, he does that with all of them. So yeah, I love that too because I really do not like the cheap generative crap.
Yeah, because you might get something super rare, but it looks like crap because like those rare attributes just don't necessarily go together.
You wouldn't even know it really because there aren't any real attributes. Each one is truly a one of one.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we also had the taco drop last week. So did you get any more venues, Larry?
So this was another thing I scraped wax for. I guess I had some left over from Lupe, and I scraped enough just to get another big pack. And I haven't opened it because I don't know. I don't know why. I'm thinking about flipping it, but who knows? I probably should have done that already. But yeah, I got one. I got one big pack, one of the 50 that were available, luckily.
Nice. I skipped it. Sam, did you grab any more venues?
I skipped as well. Yeah.
It was early in the morning for me, so that was kind of annoying to get up, but it was worth the shot.
I felt like I went ham enough on the whitelist.
Yeah, by the time I got to it, the smalls were still available, but the bigs had sold out, and I just I was content with what I had. And not to mention, I was saving for the next 2 things on our list here to recap. So the Farming Tales greenhouse drop was 40K cessed. Larry, I know you grabbed your greenhouse. Sam, did you get a greenhouse?
I did. Yeah.
Cool.
I get my seed in not too long.
I got mine a little bit earlier, actually. It was cool to kind of figure out the dynamics with the garden and stuff and how that works. It's actually not that complicated.
I don't have a garden, so.
Oh, you're gonna need one.
Get it. What is the word? Planted.
Mounted or whatever.
Yeah, mounted. pretty quickly. I think you got yours mounted before mine because you pinged out. If you did it right away, it should be ready. And I think I was still like 25 minutes out at that point. I was pleased to see my seed variety. How did you do with your seeds?
I did good. I got I got number 10 tomato, so I'm not gonna use that. But I got the other two. I got an onion and something else. I forget what it was, but yeah, I did pretty good. And if anyone is concerned about how to use it, it's quite simple. You mount the greenhouse on your map, so you have to actually log into the game itself. And then once a day, you just claim your seeds, and the seeds come in a pack, so you need to unpack them. And then you will need to take those seeds and plant them in your gardens. So Sandy, you mentioned that you don't have any gardens yet. So if you want to use
garden now.
there you go. So if you want to use those seeds, you will need to have a garden.
I wasn't sure if I had to have one or not.
You do, yeah. You could sell them on the market or things like that. They have lots of things planned in that regard. So it's not just, black and white. Either use them or you can't. So it's nice to have the option. But yeah, and I'm realizing now I might want a few more because I only got like 2 or 3 gardens. Thankfully, one of them is an epic. Yeah, so I think it's something I might want a few more of.
So Das asks, will we be able to cross strains in our greenhouse? That's a question for Lycos, I would think. We can ask him that though.
I'm sure there's going to be hemp in there if that's what he's talking about.
That's gotta be in there.
I don't think he's talking about saffron, is he?
All right, I asked him in DM Das. And then the Wrath of Tescus land sale. So this one was a bit of a I don't know, impulse buy. I did pick one up with
nice.
With my kid's mother's account. Just because she was more liquid than I was, so I grabbed it for her. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this yet, though.
Tesca's a tricky one because I have it on this week's notes too. The drop is still live. There's about 60 or 70 packs left. They're expensive. They're about $400, just shy of that. So it's not something you can just FOMO into or anything like that. But I like the direction. Like it's very under the radar. I was talking to Nostalgeek about this. It's a very under the radar project. It's dev led. Like they've got gameplay and things ready. Even their skirmishes are on Unity and stuff like that. So it's got a lot of good signs. It's just flying so far under the radar, and it has like not even no hype. I want to say like negative hype. Like it's crazy. That project needs a hype man or something like that.
It's fun to play. I still play it every day. I like it.
There you go. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's an amazing sign for a very early stage game. And they only released 300 lanes, so it's not like they're oversaturating the market or anything like that. I would jump all over buying a land if I could afford it. And I understand that most people won't be able to just drop $400. I know because I can't do it myself. So
I wish I'd bought one off the market instead of like buy a common off the market instead of a pack.
Dude, I was looking. The commons are still over the pack price. I think it's like $20 or $30 more than the pack price.
Mine isn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So wait, Sandy, did you buy a land?
I did. I went and bought a pack. Oh, it is now. Yeah, you are right. All right. Changed my mind. I'm happy I bought one.
And this drop was on Atomic Hub, I believe, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have it on the notes for this week, actually, the drop link.
Okay, so El Rugarum says, part of why I'm personally hesitant on Tesca is because the real 3D game is until Q3, and there's going to be another land sale before then.
I wasn't aware of that second land sale, so that's a little tricky. I didn't know they didn't close the template, so that's always something. Sandy, you always talk about that.
I am wax hopeful, so I think Q3 wax will be worth more than Q1 wax.
Let's do it. That's what I want. Yeah. So,
that's a fair point.
Yeah.
It's making me feel like I should have waited. But I want to earn with it, get to play with it a little bit while it's still 2D.
I like the bird in the hand. Like I would buy one if I could. If I could afford it, I totally would. If I wasn't wasting my money on.
Where did we go to open these lands?
You have to click on it and then hit the unpack, like hit more and then unpack at the top because it unpacks through Atomic Hub.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, should we open her land on stream?
Oh, dude, you haven't even opened it yet. Wow.
Nope.
Watch you. Let's get a legendary right here.
Streamer
Yeah.
luck. Let's go.
I wish I waited. I should have waited.
Was it? Were they pre-minted, Sandy?
I don't think so. No, yeah, because the max is still a question mark, so definitely not.
Okay.
I mean, I guess they could still be pre-minted and have an unlimited supply. So I don't know for sure. Because I pulled number 15 out of 25. So that makes me think it actually was pre-minted. And like it was 15 out of 25 when I pulled it.
Is there any music? Can you guys? I don't hear anything.
Nostalgeek says, yeah, pre-minted.
I don't
can't remember if there was music. I did really like the detail on the chest.
Boo.
I got a common River Valley in mine.
I think the odds were super low. I think there was only like 3 mythics. If I read that, if I remember that.
Oh, it's a 1-min though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, let's go.
God damn, son.
There you go, right?
We can't complain anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's better than.
I don't even think there were mythics. Oh no, yeah. So there were. Yeah, you're right. There were a few, but even like the legendaries, just only 2 of them.
Yeah, they were very scarce. Like it was a low supply, so even when you think about 300 lands, like getting an uncommon really in anything is a pretty big victory.
Do you see how well I take care of my kid's mother? Look, all of this stuff. She doesn't know she has it.
I saw that Taco Extractor. She's doing pretty good.
Yeah. All right, and then so that brings us to tomorrow. We're finally on this week in wax, right? So today is the last day of February, last day of Black History Month. We didn't mention that at all on the stream. I'm ashamed. What else? It's February 28th. I guess
today is my Eagle Scout anniversary. I got an email earlier today, and I was like, I had no idea.
Wow! Congrats!
It just popped into my head as something that's only today. Yeah,
Dragon Valley tomorrow, Larry. What do we know about that?
Be up early.
Actually, it's so you don't have to be up early tomorrow. It got moved a day because they had some tech stuff they had to work on. I actually just found that right before we went on stream. So it actually got moved to Wednesday. But yeah, be up early. It's at 8 a.m. Eastern or 1300 UTC
on Wednesday.
I gotta turn my alarms off. I had alarms set for that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I'm saving you a day here. So it's early on Wednesday. It's not Tuesday. And we mentioned this last week. I'm a big fan of Dragons Valley. I like what they're doing. They're slowly advancing and stuff like that. It's been kind of expensive to get into, so that's kind of the biggest thing for most people to kind of wrap their head around. Like eggs have historically been kind of expensive, and the egg packs and things like that. So
the pollard odds aren't the best necessarily.
Also true. Yeah. So they're making advances on the gameplay and things like that. So I like it. I'm a fan of it. I play it every day, and it's part of my daily clicks routine, and I like the dynamics and things like that. And I see a lot of potential with it, basically. So with this sale, they're selling eggs, and they're going to be jade and diamond eggs, which are new levels of eggs that they haven't released yet, and they can only be bought in the game itself. And it's
only with their token.
Exactly, only with the in-game token. So they have 2 tokens. They have the gems and the dust. And you can get them on Alcor, or I'm not sure about what's the other, DeFi Box. It wouldn't surprise me if they're on there though. DeFi
they're
Box
on there. I got my rewards sitting.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah. As soon as I heard about the sale, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get everything that I want, and then, or like half of everything that I want to be able to get from the sale, and I just put it in there to earn DeFi Box while I wait for the sale.
Yeah, like how can you not? I just kind of have started moving some stuff over there recently, so I'm behind the curve there, but I'm getting there. I'm catching up to you.
I've been a little obsessed with DeFi Box. One thing I did learn about DeFi Box though is if it's a non-wax paired token, the reward rate may show different than what it actually is, like the APY, because their system is rewarding you with like it's not actually rewarding you DeFi Box if it's not one of the ones that has like a liquidity mining power on it or whatever.
Right.
And so like the Aether APH one shows like 9,000, but you're actually only earning transaction fees.
Oh, wow. That's good to know. It's really good to know, because if it sounds like it's that lucrative, a lot of people are going to jump into it.
Yeah, I did that. And then I reached out to them and I was like, why isn't it more? And they were like, oh, it's a error on the site, basically. Not necessarily error, but it just has trouble calculating the returns when they're not in wax.
Right.
Or not.
Where are we going to go? We're going to go to the shop to buy these.
Yeah. So perfect. You bring it up. So there's a stone egg right now. I just imagine the new eggs will just be right next to them. Just the jade and the diamond eggs.
Yeah, and how are these tokens doing on Alcor?
I know the gems, they're okay. Like they're not bad. They've dropped obviously because the market, macro trends, and also how like after a game releases its tokens, they always just kind of crash down to find the reality. So I've seen it happen so many times. I'm just kind of used to it. But yeah, the gems, they're kind of the more lucrative of the two tokens for sure. That's the green one.
Yeah, and were we seeing a lot of movement with them? Not really, right?
It wouldn't be too much. It was more of a steady movement. One thing I will say is when they opened up their market, they had a lot of liquidity. They made sure that there was a lot of wax ready paired to the Dragon Valley tokens. So it wouldn't fluctuate nearly as much as like a normal, pairing would when it's, just getting started. There's a lot of foresight involved with that.
So I'm going to need 3,500
for a diamond egg, yeah. And you'll need 20,000 DMD as well.
So yeah, we're looking at like probably 300 wax would be my guess. Right?
No, it'll be much less than that. You'll see the DMD is super cheap.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's much cheaper. I guess depending on how much they put in, because it was a pretty big number you needed. What was it, 20K, 15K?
Yeah. And
oh wow, I was way off.
Yeah, and it's going to be closer to 5 than it will be 3.
They must really want to burn that dust token then, I guess.
Oof.
Yeah, so I was saying before, it's a pretty expensive project to get into, so it's not, it's just as hard. It's expensive to get into. So I understand people's hesitance. I like it. I'm going to try my best to get them. I'm pretty wax poor these days. So, I'm just doing my best to kind of hit these drops as I can and, try not to miss anything.
Cool. All right. And then it actually started today. So this isn't necessarily a wax project, but we definitely cover it on this show because of the roots that it has with everything Upland. So they announced the release of Detroit. It's coming on the 3rd, which is Thursday, I believe, right? Yep.
Yeah.
And starting today, you can do tasks in the game to try to win some Marble Hill properties that weren't minted or created rather when they released Manhattan forever ago. One of those things was sending to an address with the name Upland in it. I think there's still time left to do that if you haven't done so. I know Recurrier posted a few addresses in his Llama Libre server that are in Los Angeles. There's definitely an Upland drive in San Francisco, which I was already en route to San Fran when I saw that rec ping. So I just stayed the course and went right to the Upland drive that I could find easily in San Fran because it's not so easy in LA.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, you just need to send 3 times to an address with Upland in the name, and I believe you get entries for that day. And I'll have to pull up the link for the other days. There's something every day that you can do to earn entries into, I guess, their wheel or whatever.
Yeah. So I was very interested in that too, and of course they got the terminal sale as well. That's the big one, and you can register for that now. You'd have to you got to do that in game, and it's through the shop. And
Right.
if you do manage to get a lucky number in the queue, it's going to cost you $255, which again, it sounds kind of expensive, but these terminals, they're almost always worth it, right, TD?
Yeah, without a doubt. So just to clarify on what he is saying there, let's just go and pull that up. You're going to,
and there's only 10 terminals too, just a heads up. So they are very scarce.
I don't know why it's dragging. There it goes.
I registered
You
for
go
it
over
shortly
to
before
Get
this.
and then you'll see this red badge under specials. So you want to go over there, and then there'll be a button to click here. So if you have an Upland account, I would highly suggest you go and do this, regardless to whether you have the $255 or not. Because if you get a spot in there, I would be willing to bet that you could find somebody in either the NFTG server or anywhere to spot you that 255 or whatever it's going to take to buy this terminal, because you wouldn't want to miss out on that opportunity if you were one of the lucky 10 to hit this. I remember when Chicago rolled out, I fell in line for the Chicago terminals, and I think it was like right around the same price, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
I think it was 250 or maybe 200. I know that I sold it for like a little over $2,000. It didn't take
That's
very
what I'm
long.
talking about.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be a flip without a doubt. Might take a bit, and it might be the fastest. So Wika says, I don't play. Should I go get in line for you or something? Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you don't play, like you just demonstrated, like it's a good kind of investment, even if it is short term or long term.
Yeah. When is he not?
Ladies love him. They love him.
I know who that is.
And so we have Detroit that's releasing on the 3rd. The terminals are on Tuesday. What else do we need to know about Upland?
It's worth noting that if you if you're new to Upland, Detroit is designed to be a starter city. So a lot of them are going to be FSA properties, which is Fair Start Act, which means they give advantage and priority to new players under a certain threshold of money.
That's
so
right.
Like whales can't just go in and buy the whole city. It's actually designed for new players.
Cool.
And collections will come 1 week after. So you can speculate on those and stuff.
I just reached out to BDAG about when we're going to do a podcast. We're going to have to try to squeeze one in. I got kind of a busy week between now and Thursday, but we have to do our collection speculation. So let me ask both of you guys, what do you think the probability of 8 Mile Road being a collection in Upland?
I don't know. Like I'm pretty cool with it. Like LA did a lot of Hollywood type of stuff. I don't know how long the road is or anything like that. I don't know how much that would play into it.
8 miles, dude. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, the delay. Yeah, so I would think so. I think that's a pretty healthy guess. You get a trailer park on 8 Mile.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Rex says he's saving up for Queens. He'll get a couple. No word on Queens, but I feel like we all realize that that's coming eventually.
I don't know much about Detroit.
Oh shoot, MJ
Nice.
Doja.
Love it. Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah. There's a few shady. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Shady fan. I've always been, and there's quite a few addresses that I already have jotted down that I'm going to do my very best to acquire. We got the Get UpX. That's for the Detroit train terminal, and that's what you'll hit that Get UpX for in the upper right. Hey, MJ Doja in the house.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we're covering the week in wax, but we kind of have a slow week in wax. So we are covering some of the other events in the metaverse. Upland being one of them. They're releasing the city of Detroit on Thursday. Tomorrow is the train terminal sale. If you're not registered for it, you can do so by logging into your account and going to the Get UpX, clicking on the specials, and then clicking this button here that you can see has already been clicked. But that's where it'll be. And that's just going to put you in line. And you'll get an email in the morning telling you where your place is. If it says there's there's more than 9 people ahead of you, then you're not likely going to get it. If you're like 12th or 13th, I would probably pay real close attention to it, because there's a good chance that maybe people are asleep at the wheel and it might make its way to you. But anything like 20, 30, 50, forget about it. You're not getting one. And these terminals are usually a pretty good flip.
And just worth noting, like I was in Upland, back in the day, and I didn't really play it at all until LA released. So I'm kind of getting back into it, and I see the opportunity that's there and everything like that. Because me, I focus mainly on wax and stuff like that. But Upland has a lot of roots with the wax blockchain, things like that. So they do cross, very frequently, especially that old Upland collectibles, the whole card set and everything.
Even front, like you guys should see my PayPal account right now and all of my Tilia withdrawals. I guess I don't want to show it to you, but it's been pretty good to me the last week or two.
I should probably get on that, because I've been kind of strapped for cash lately. So, and I know I have some desirable assets there from, New York and stuff like that. So maybe that could help me, get through.
Yeah. Tell Larry to get his Upland ass over to Echo Park.
Well, I don't even know what's going on in Echo Park.
I love
that. Is that our hood? Like, am I missing out?
Yeah. And MJ Doja is right. I never bought a station or anything big, but there's mad liquidity and players there. So a big buy usually is a good investment. I couldn't disagree with that. There's so much volume right now that I'll go and I'll list something at the floor, and it's gone within the hour. If I list it like at the floor, I listed a couple of collection properties in different cities. Not necessarily at the floor, but pretty close. And it took maybe like 2 or 3 days. Like I sold one today for 400 in Manhattan, and 60 in Chicago, and 3 or 4 of them in San Fran for 25 a piece. So yeah, it's if you have those cities, which Larry, I know you do, Sandy, I know you do, the money is there if you need it. And the volume is there.
Yeah, I got to do my research, so I don't just kind of sell blindly. I got and the way I do research too.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
every inch of those properties, let's see what's up.
Yeah. All right. Then moving on to Thursday, we have another non-wax project. Larry, what's that?
NBA Top Shot. So I know TD, you're a big fan of NBA Top Shot, and I think you got Sam involved, so it's nice to see. And we're actually trying to, bring a lot of the community into, Dapper projects, NBA and NFL. I don't know so much about UFC. I actually kind of sold out of it, just because I don't really watch UFC. I don't know too much about it, and I realized I was just kind of FOMOing for the sake of FOMOing. I'm in enough Dapper projects as it is with NBA and NFL. But NBA, they're doing some more AllStar Packs. They don't have the details released yet. They just said there's the date and the style of the packs, and I assume it's going to be identical to the AllStar packs they released in the past, where they
So
had
the standard and the elite.
Yeah, they mentioned that there's going to be the 2 different packs. So they said that it's going to be on a Thursday, and they're going to have 2 packs. They didn't mention the price. They didn't mention the odds. They didn't mention anything else really other than those 2 details I mentioned first. And, you know, we have to assume there's going to be a challenge. Last time there was the LeBron card, which was like, you know, like the Holy Grail LeBron rare. This time, I don't know what it's going to be, because it was Team Durant, right? Team Durant was the other one, but he didn't play. So, you know,
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I don't know exactly how that's going to work. But either way, you can assume it's, you know, it's going to be expensive, and it's probably going to be lucrative, because, you know, even if you get an all-star, like an all-star dud card, it's still like a primo NBA player.
Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, I fared pretty well with the RNG and the luck with these packs. I do feel like the EV is there, and I know that we've talked about also NFL AllDay in their most recent pack drop, which was $50, and you know, you did the calculations on everything, and it was your estimate that you were most likely going to get $30 worth of moments for $50. And I'm in their Discord, I think you are as well, and a lot of the comments did bring a lot of, I don't know, perspective to it for me. And one, like, those comments were like, you know, can you imagine being back in 1990 collecting, you know, ripping baseball card packs open and throwing a fit that you couldn't sell it to the guy standing next to you for, you know, 3 times. And then they were making valid points. Like, without a doubt, they're making valid points. We do get kind of spoiled with, you know, NFTs and their flippability, right? If that's a word.
Yeah, definitely. I can't argue with that.
And the idea of, you know, collecting and holding for it to gain value over time is completely non-existent with collectors. And you know, it's because we're spoiled. We, you know, we want that instant gratification. We want that, you know, rip the pack, you know, $300, you know, NFT that I got for $10 and move on. Which, you know, coincidentally, that's exactly what was in my AllDay pack. So I made out good. I get it, you know, for people.
Well, plus, like, we're still very early. We're definitely in market discovery. So, like, I'm more, the thing that concerns me the most about NFL AllDay is the circulation percentage of a particular card. If it's got a low circulation percentage, I'm selling it. You know, there's some that only have 5% of their cards out. So that inflates those cards so much. Like, you could see the same card in theory drop in 95% of price, because they're supplying the market with 95% more worth of that card. But there's also value to be had. So I actually kind of went on a spending spree shortly after the last drop. I kind of had a moment of clarity, and I was looking, and a lot of the cards I bought have all just skyrocketed since then. Like, some of them have doubled and stuff. But I also noticed that since the weekend's over, they've kind of settled back down to kind of reality. That's another thing I'm monitoring when NFL spikes. I assume it's on the weekend, but I've also heard traditional crypto drops on the weekend. So, you know, that's a whole other macro trend I could get into. Yeah, so the market's pumped a lot with NFL, and it's good to see. You know me, like, I don't like to flip things. Like, I don't really, you know, I hodl till death. I don't like to sell things, especially after I just crack them. But I feel like the way those packs are designed, if you're buying $50, you can basically just buy a rare card for like even less. There's some rare cards that are less. You can spend like $40 and get a rare NFL AllDay card. Why would you even go through the risk of getting that 1% chance of like a rare card of a better player when you can take the bird in hand? And that's kind of where I'm coming from. I wrote a whole essay about it in our Discord.
Yeah, I agree. So Lee's comic has a good point to what I was saying about, you know, collectors being spoiled. Yeah, there's a huge difference in the cost of those baseball card packs back in the 80s and 90s, and even into the, you know, the 2000s and 2010s, or even right now. Like, you're right, there is a huge difference. The $50 price tag is something I definitely have given feedback on. We get surveys for being beta participants.
Right. Yeah, we just got pinged. Yeah, recently.
And I always hammer them on that. Like, dude, your packs are too expensive. $50 for 3 moments is way too much. Stop being so greedy. But I doubt they change anything. I doubt they care what people think when they're selling what they're selling.
Well, even the best we can look forward to is like the NBA price points where it's like 19 and 50.
Yeah. Touche says, I'm holding my all-day moments, especially the Brady.
Ooh,
Guess who's
nice.
their Brady rare?
Amazing,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
TD, you hit that, right? The Brady rare.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I was in their Discord and everything, and they annoyed me because I don't want to get into it. I left their Discord and then I paper handed my Brady the first chance that I got. I listed it for 2,500 and it was out of there. So sweet.
I think it's around $2,000 right now. I haven't looked in a while, but
yeah, it definitely dropped. So I got a good price for it. Do legits and uplands have any upside?
That I don't know. I don't own any legits. I barely know what they are. They're kind of not NFL, just NFLPA things, right?
Yeah, bought a Rodgers jersey in there, but don't even know why. Yeah, I think we'll know more about this once the NFLPA legits shops open. So part of the Meta Ventures thing that they're doing is they're allowing users to, very similar to like how we have Block Explorer shops, they'll have legit shops, and then we'll start to see what the demand and like, I guess, resale value on them actually is, because I don't think we quite know that yet. So once that unfolds, which it should be here in the coming weeks, like it shouldn't be very long before those Meta Venture stores start opening. We'll see. I love Debo Autumn. He's one of my favorite players in the NFL. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, he's good, man. I was looking at buying one of his cards actually.
Now, do me so. I believe, I believe so, and I think that they did it in a way that they probably regret, because I feel like the way my interpretation of what happened is they emailed out everybody who did get a shop and didn't say anything to the people who they rejected, and then of course everybody goes and brags about it in the Discord, and it led to exactly that Discord. Everybody. But I believe the answer to that is yes. I believe they let them know the people who they approve. So I should be salty as I wasn't picked. Yeah, if you didn't get an email. Yep, definitely should be. Yep.
Yeah, we allow it.
Yeah, and I'm annoyed that I've been able to sneak Debo in fantasy the last, 2 years, I think, and I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to waste a top 10 pick on him if I want him next season.
Dude, I would love to get a guy like that because he might have the running back eligibility, and you could put him at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing before we move off this, NFL All Day usually does their drops on Friday, and they usually announce it like Wednesday or Thursday. So I didn't see anything when I was making my notes, so just be on the lookout for that as well. There's it's very realistic that they do a drop on Friday.
Yeah. All right. Anything more on Top Shot, or they have a challenge going right now, I think, right?
Oh yeah, I got pinged for that earlier. I didn't look at the details though.
Yeah, if you're in their Discord, so the challenges are something that we at NFTGamerTV have a lot of admiration for, and in fact, we will be replicating to some degree in the very near future. But here, I can share you the result. So if we look here, so in their Discord, they have a challenge updates, and they kind of go through. So every day, pretty much, they're doing something with like the in real life games. And this particular one was the first person from each game to make 7 field goals, right? So whether it be a 3-pointer, layup, dunk, whatever, the first one that made 7 in each game was the person that you needed a moment for. And here's the unofficial results. you know, Anthony Edwards, Wendell Carter, Scotty Barnes, Gabe Vincent, John Morant, Drew Holiday, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. If you have all 7 of these, you'll be able to put them into the challenge field on their page, and then save it, and then you'll get a I believe it was a series 2 base.
It was
pack.
packs.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, they do have a silver moment for the hard track.
Yeah. So it drives the secondary market value of all of these NFTs like ridiculously, like so much, and it's brilliant. I really like it and admire it. And I don't know if I have a Gabe Vincent, so you guys talk while I go check that really quickly.
I got Anthony Edwards' debut. I whaled into that card last year, so I might sell that because there's no way I get that hard challenge with all those. You know, there's going to be some Series 1 debuts that I'm just not going to be able to have. So that's hopefully pumping. I bet that Scotty Barnes is pumping too.
I don't honestly know what I have in NBA Top Shot. Isn't there a site you can go to check your value?
There's moment ranks and OTM NFT are 2 of them.
Yeah, that's what more wax collectors do with things somehow to make collections of their cards to drive secondary for various reasons other than just staking. 100% agree. Yeah, 100% agree.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Plus, like, you know, we're in an environment where there's so many copycats, and, you know, people like see, like, I remember when staking was brand new. Like, remember TD when Our Planet came out? And you're like, hey, Larry, you should check this thing out. And I'm like, I'm not giving them my NFTs to hold to get some imaginary token. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh, they're going to give me what? They're going to give me this? Okay, yeah, take it all. I'll take it, you know, every day.
Yeah. Metaphors, and I would imagine lots of projects out there will be doing challenges.
Yeah, so I'm excited for what we can bring to the party.
Yeah.
And everybody wins really with those challenges. Like, it's like, you know, even if the card you get is not worth as much, it still basically takes, you know, it makes those cards, those original cards you had, worth a little bit more.
Yeah, Zendodo does this in various ways. That's cool.
That's interesting. I'm not too involved with Zendodo. I know it's been around for a while, but I just never got any cards, or I, you know, just didn't get in there.
Yeah, cool. All right. What else?
I got some other minor stuff that's happening this week that I didn't necessarily feel was worth like a full, you know, blurb or anything like that. There's a Deep Mine event going on right now. I remember we interviewed them, and, you know, they've got their staking system set up and everything like that. But right now they're doing a promotion where you need to own a cutter. So a cutter is a type of NFT in their game, but one of every rarity. I think there's, you know, it's 5 or 6. There's most of the standard rarities, you know, base, common, uncommon, rare, legendary, mythic, you know, things like that. But if you own every single one of the cutter rarity and you sign up for something on their Discord, they're going to drop you a gift. I forget when registration ends or anything like that. It's definitely something you're going to want to check out if you are heavily involved in Deep Mine. I wouldn't recommend going and buying the cutters now because they have pumped significantly after that announcement.
Yeah, I mean, didn't everybody stake everything? Like,
yes, also
right?
true.
Yeah, I was super annoyed to see that. I'm like, what am I supposed to do when you tricked us into staking everything for 6 months?
Yeah. That I was actually, it was a bugaboo for me too. So I was kind of bummed up, and I bummed out, and I saw that, and I was just like, you know, I'm gonna miss this one because all my stuff is staked, and I'm not gonna buy the pump, and, you know, it is what it is. So hopefully those people who have it can get their rewards. But there are 2 different types of staking. So there was the locked up staking for like that whole 6-month time period, and then there was the day-to-day staking where you know you get you can unstake it whenever you want. So this might be for those people, just to unstake it, register for the giveaway, and then stake it back again. I locked all mine up for 6 months, like you know, that's what I do.
Yeah, Yeah, I would agree. So I wasn't annoyed about it until now. Like, don't do something that's community involvement with your NFTs when you did that shit 6 months ago, you know, or however long ago it was, because my NFTs are still locked. Like, how dare you do like, I have what you're talking about, I just can't get to it because your faulty UI made me put them away for ever.
A little bit in defense, I still think they could have been a little more clear. But when they gave us that decision, they said it was going to be like an important decision and that you should really think about it. They didn't really tell us why, which would have been nice to know. But I do remember them saying something along those lines.
Well, I'm kind of hopeful. I actually just thought of this now. Maybe they could see what's staked. Like, was it custodial staking? Do they hold those NFTs? I think they do, right?
Wallet, yeah.
So maybe they could see if you actually staked those NFTs. Like, I don't know how realistic this is as far as the blockchain and stuff goes, but maybe they could see if you own all the cutters and you have them all staked, maybe they could airdrop you rewards too. I don't know. I don't know how easy that is. I just thought of it.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody asked, anyone here do Wombat? So I just started this like yesterday, and I sent my guy out for, I guess, like a 1-day trip. Larry, are you into Wombat?
No, I got airdropped an NFT and I've seen the pack sales and I know Wombat Wallet and all that stuff, but I just I missed the boat on it. So and it's so hard for me to engage in a new project. Like, I don't know if it's good or it's bad, but I'm glad to see you're getting involved.
I just opened my daily chest and I got a small pack
here. So cuddle Wombat and put secret reward into treasure. I guess I click that, right?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
And then open your treasure chest.
Oh,
so click the little treasure chest. I just got a standard pack out of mine.
Nice.
Yeah.
I see
you either
on the
get like
market
only
all the time.
points. Sometimes you get an NFT too.
Oh,
That was my first time actually getting an NFT.
Larry, there's no vote. It's free to play. Cuddle him.
Is he talking about me?
There's nothing to miss.
Oh, right on. Okay. I got airdropped an NFT a while back.
At least comic. I didn't have to create a Wombat wallet. I logged in with my Wax wallet and I staked everything. It told me that I could stake.
Wait, what? You can do that?
At least comic says I didn't want to create a Wombat wallet, so I never got into it. I was just letting them know that I didn't have to create a Wombat wallet. I logged in with my Wax Cloud wallet.
Oh, can you use Anchor though?
I don't know.
Because I made a Wombat wallet too. I feel a little dumb now. I didn't know you could use
my Wombat is not naked. No. No. He's got this light and a fedora and a t-shirt and a bag and a pickaxe and level 2 flip-flop, because I learned how to blend those yesterday.
Hell yeah. It starts with the feet.
I don't know if that's necessarily true either, because I am fairly certain that I blended mine with my cloud wallet.
I thought you needed a Wombat wallet. Like, I was so led to believe that, but then again, that's my ignorance.
Yeah.
Anybody know how to open a pack in here?
All right. Well, I'm sending this guy off for another day.
Maybe A-Hub, Sandy?
Yeah, I clicked on the pack. I clicked inspect and it takes me, maybe it's on Nifty.
You can do, Rex says you can do everything with Wax Cloud wallet.
I didn't even know that, but you're staking some Crypto Monkey stuff there too, right? Was that writer stuff? Or those prizes?
Don't do days. Much lower rewards. Oh, well, it's too late now.
Oh, wait, really?
Rec, what time frame should I be doing this in?
I've been doing the same thing. I've been doing 24 hours just to make it easy.
Yeah, I would do more passive as well.
Oh, wow. Doing 5-minute missions is 6.5 more rewards. Oh, wow.
It's a lot of clicking, though.
Yeah.
Oh, but I have to log into Nifty with my...
I could probably put it on my 1 hour. I have things that I try to click routinely every hour.
Yeah, I feel you there, bud. That's cool, man. I got to put that on my short list for sure. Definitely missing out. Especially with so many of the community involved in it, man. It's cool to see.
Yeah.
And I do have that one wombat. I guess it doesn't matter, but I do have one ready to go with like hooks or whatever.
Run 5 minutes while you're at your desk and can, then do 1 or 6 when you can.
5 minutes takes me back to the Alien Worlds when they had all their promotions and stuff.
All right, we are magically at an hour already. Your points turn into wax or EOS at the end. Wow, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what that prize pool is?
The 25K, I saw that at the top of your screen there. Yeah, man, I like what I see. I'm missing out on that one.
Yeah, end of season. Oh, 1 point equals 0.00001. Wow, end of season. Yeah, neat.
Plus, like, is it made by the creators of the Wombat wallet? Like, is that safe to assume that?
Yeah, I think so.
So, like, it's, you can trust them, right? Like, they make the wallet. They're clearly involved in EOS and wax, so it's not like the risk of a rug is, I don't want to say 0 because I haven't looked at it, but I don't, I'm not worried at all. So that's another good sign, another trustworthy project in the space.
I gotta be honest, I got pretty frustrated at first trying to set it up because I thought it was mobile only, and that stuff drives me crazy. It took me forever to find the plugin. I don't know why, but I could not find it.
All right, everybody who has been here before, you know what to do. Exclamation play, followed by your wax wallet.
Actually, the ticker reminds me, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Peace and love. Love you all.
Yeah, that did the same for me, Least Comic. Same exact thing here.
There are actually another couple things on my list. The Worlds of Dr. Hems is having their token sale. It's actually live right now for whitelist owners. So you can buy 1 token for 5 cents worth of wax. And the public sale goes live on, was it March 2nd? But then the price goes up to 8 cents for 1 token.
Where can I get that? I think I still have a whitelist pass. I'm so upset at that collection. They were like super hype and then disappeared.
Yeah, they're still chugging away, but it definitely didn't live up to the hype. I'm not going to buy the token. I don't intend to, and I have a whitelist pass as well. I'll see if I can get the link though, because I was looking at it not too long ago, and yeah, but I'm just going to pass on it. I mentioned it before. I feel like game tokens, they only really go down after launch. And I don't see why this would be any different. Not that it's a bad project. It's just the game tokens, the people buy them and they sell out of them real quickly. And then it kind of finds its bottom until, they're going to put out a full-fledged game and it's going to rise back up. So, yeah, and I think you can only buy $100 worth, but there is a timer. I noticed there was a cooldown on the buy and things like that. So I was going to say, if anyone really wants to, I could maybe buy for you. I don't know, just DM me or reach out to me, things like that. TD, I guess you got it as well. So, you're covered.
I thought I had one. I must have listed it and it probably sold when that news broke.
All right. Yeah, here's the link. So I'll post it. If you really want to buy some, I'll totally buy some for you. There you go. I put it there.
Andre asked in the chat if I'm going to do the Dragon Valley. Most definitely. Also, I have to turn my video off because otherwise playing Grubfish kills, like, I start lagging.
I got to get that grub explode, yo.
All right. Yeah, let's check it out. I doubt that I'm whitelisted. All right, last call for Grubfish.
And I had one other thing worth noting, the Forsaken loot pack sale. That's going to be on Saturday. I have no details of what that involves. I just kind of claim my loot every day on the Forsaken site and just kind of hope for the best. So I know you guys are more involved in it than I am.
On Forsaken?
Yeah, yeah.
I am very excited for that. I've got I'm pretty excited for the loot packs, especially like the way that in which they're selling them. You can buy a certain number, like you have a maximum loot you can spend on the packs based on what your loot earning rate is.
Interesting. Sounds kind of complicated.
Yeah. I'm excited though. I'm gonna try to get as many of the platinum loot packs as I can.
Oh yeah, I wonder how much loot I have.
I got next to no loot, man. I'd have to buy some, and you know,
Yeah, I've got
just gotta...
20,000. So
It's 50 for the regular, 150 for the platinum version.
Do you know how much that translates to in wax right now?
It shouldn't be a whole lot because
it's up right now. I know that compared to where it's been the past few days.
So it looks like 20,000 loot, 21,000 is about 25 wax. So 50, yeah, 50 wax, something like that.
Right on. So it's not too expensive.
Yeah, it's like 70 wax. 70 is 54K. Because of the price impact. But also, I recommend going to DeFi Box if you actually want to buy some. The liquidity is much better on there.
Good call.
Yeah, I know Coleman's in there with me. I think we both have like 10% of that pool.
Nice. Oh, TD's looking good. Yeah.
I need to blow up. I'm already dead.
I notice one of you always goes early.
It's always me. I got killed by TD.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you were here earlier, Andre. We kind of talked about the Tesca land packs. We opened one, in fact. Yeah, I don't know.
They're gonna have another sale, right, in like 6 months or so.
Yeah, that's what we heard, I think.
Yeah, so I guess at that point it would depend on how you think you're going to do with the passive income until that Q3 comes. But I agree with Reggae Zombie. I didn't buy any Tesca packs, and I want to. I just I can't afford it. So but I really want to have at least I want some piece of it. I want one of them at least.
Another 300 packs. Wow.
Oh, that's it. So that's not too much.
Trader in Marble Arch. Call me Trader.
Close finish.
Yeah.
So they really are going to stay pretty rare, the lands.
Yeah. That actually reading that now, hearing that there's only going to be 300 more, like that would encourage me to buy more right now than while I could. Because if it does succeed, and I've mentioned it before, I like the whole dev-led process of it. I don't think it's going anywhere, even if it is under the radar. It's still something I have confidence in. You mentioned you play it every day, Sandy. Like, there's a lot of good signs. It's just so quiet, man. Such a quiet project.
You got that sale link?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't have the wax right now, but you're really making me think about trying to sell some stuff off to get another one. Mostly because I got a common. Anytime I pull a common, it just makes me want to buy another one so bad.
Well, I would look at the land
addiction.
Dude, that's the one thing what I had with those NFL packs when I, took the time to kind of analyze those. Like how concerned am I with opening up like a pack and, just taking the chance. Whereas, the smart play is just to methodically buy select cards. And yeah, I mentioned before, I bought a lot of NFL cards over the weekend because I was just, finding debuts for like star players and things like that. And realizing some that I can't buy. Like I can't buy an Aaron Rodgers debut for 10,000. So I'll see what else I can do, But I mentioned it to Alcy because Alcy doesn't really know anything about football. So I kind of like, helping her out. And, there's you can get some really good players like all-star caliber players for like $5-6 right now in NFL all day. I should maybe make a more comprehensive list. Actually, that'll be a little to-do project for me. And I do anticipate them having a drop on Friday. I don't see why not.
There's definitely mostly commons in here, but I mean, one of the mythics is still left. I'm looking at the Wrath of Tesca
The pool?
pool. There's some legendaries still in there. Oh, I think both the mythics are still there. Wow.
Wow. And there's not a lot of packs left. I guess I don't know what the burn rate is on them, though. I'd have to think it'd be pretty high with such a low number of packs.
So
Yeah.
I think Mount Doomy, the NFL, I believe every drop there's new people added, if I'm not mistaken.
It sure seems like that. Like they always say, they always make the announcement, hey, check your emails. You might have, been added to the thing. Welcome to NFL All Day. And they're releasing more and more packs each week, and more people are getting involved. The queue numbers are getting higher and higher. So I do think being verified on Dapper helps a lot. I think that, like, I don't want to say it automatically gets you in, but if you're verified, you have a higher chance than someone who's not verified. I know there's a SAR drop this week too. They're giving you a free amulet, but you need to own the whitelist, the premium pass, and an amulet. That makes you eligible for the drop. I have the premium pass, but I don't have an amulet, so I'm kind of watching the market there. Maybe I can double up, but I haven't looked today, so I don't know. Maybe they pumped, maybe they dropped. I don't know.
For those in the grubfish, we do have some amulets in
Right.
those tickets.
Some nice
It's so
ones.
crazy they gave us so many. Yeah, that was so nice.
Realize that there's a couple of things I need to share with you guys. So first, there's this. Maybe open original. There we go. It's a little bigger. All right. Sandy, have you seen this graphic yet?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
All right. So on Wednesday, which is the day after tomorrow, at 3 p.m. Central, Sandy and I will be at a place called Capital Factory, which is kind of like a WeWork. It's like an office space, but it's geared towards startups, most of them in the tech sector. It's a really amazing place. They have a podcast room, they have a green screen room, and it just so happens that the founders of Million on Mars are also in Austin, Texas. So we're and also members of Capital Factory. So we're going to be meeting them there in the podcast room and doing an AMA live in person from the Capital Factory. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, which, to be honest with you, I think this is a first in wax. I mean, I think we can boast that, right? Has any media outlet ever interviewed a project that they weren't closely related to in person ever?
I've never seen it. No, I can't say.
Yeah. So
I know there's one like Blockchain Boys, part of a group that they're going to start doing ETH in-person interviews, but I'm not sure that they've done any of them yet. They're building like a whole studio for it.
Right. Yeah. So we're
Wow.
super excited for this. So yeah, I would. You guys are gonna start hearing about it if you're in the Million on Mars Discord. I'm sure you'll see it there. You'll see it in ours. And then additionally, after that, on Friday, I think, Sandy, and this might not even be a confirmed or public knowledge at all yet, but there's a project called Metawana, and let me pull them up really quickly here.
I think is that a Sol project, Solana?
Yeah,
not
it sure is.
Bring up a good point, Das. But I do think that's different than like meeting up in person specifically for an interview.
Yeah, and also again, projects that were, close in proximity. Not to take anything away from Left House, who did all of those interviews, but I wouldn't count that as the same. In fact, I believe most of them were still done remotely between Josh. Yeah. And
Josh
yes,
did
you're
all of
right.
them remotely.
We were also at that one. So
I remember Left House doing those interviews in that room. That was pretty funny to think about now.
Here's Metawana here. It's at my Metawana game. They're a project on Solana, and we will be interviewing them on Friday. It's tentative, but I believe it'll be Friday. We'll make sure that we, lead up to that interview from the Million on Mars one, and make sure that we're just letting everybody know. But that's something that I would say also look out for. It's coming this week from us.
Very cool, very cool. And like, because I'm like wax all the way, so it's always cool to kind of get this inside, get this nice info ahead of time about some Sol project or anything like that.
Yeah,
I may have done a thing that I can open on stream.
Oh, let's go, streamer luck.
I'm really hoping for one of those mythicals. We'll see.
Come on, baby.
Looking at the pool, it's like mostly commons or legendaries and mythicals. There weren't a lot of like rare and epics in there. So I'm either hitting well or hitting poor. Oh, I'll take it.
Nice.
Damn, rare ruins.
Yeah.
Very nice. See that mint number.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how many rares there are even.
Is it a 4?
15 of them. It's a 4.
Nice.
Not bad at all.
I'll take it.
All right, last call for Grubfish.
What's the name of that Solana wallet?
Phantom.
Phantom, that's right, yeah.
Uh-oh, look at me. Look at me.
Oh, crap.
Oh. Oh, shit. I ordered Instacart.
No, I see myself.
Oh yeah, you're there.
All right.
Oh! Wow.
Barely
That was massive. I don't think I've ever seen him get that big, Sandy.
Yeah, I forgot I ordered groceries. I got ice cream sitting out front melting.
Oh, and you're in Texas too, right? That's gonna melt real fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cold. It's whatever. I said to myself when I ordered it, I'm like, this is stupid because it's going to get delivered while I'm on stream and it's going to sit there.
Hopefully there's some chocolate. Get that melty chocolate thing going.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Nostalgeek and the courier out of there.
Hey.
Oh, Nostalgeek for the win.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen him win with that skull thing of his.
Yeah.
I'm literally be doing these unlinked blends all night.
Yeah, I guess there's no easy way to do that, right? You got to blend your way up.
No, yep. Nefty's really got to make like a multi-blend. I don't know. That would be awesome to see. Same with like multi-pack openings.
Oh yeah, damn, that's a really good idea actually. Really simple too. Like I'm sure it's not simple to make, but
well, because you can just call the same. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can just like call the same action repeated like the same action repeatedly in one transaction up to like a certain limit.
That feels like the thing that would get my Wax cloud wallet shut down for an hour.
Because that's what like the Farming Tales tool does. I don't know if you use it, but
Oh, Pigwig all the
Yeah.
time, dude. Shout out to Pigwig. I love that, dude. Pigwig's got the best tool.
yeah, it's because he uses them.
Yeah, dude. I remember that Our Planet one when that came out. That was just legendary. Same thing with Farming Tales.
Lee's comic for the win. Sweet.
A little scared I might win there. I didn't blow up soon enough.
Actually, another tool I've been using lately is for Beast Gardens, the battle simulator. Shout out to Super Dope for showing me that one.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna send Lee's comic a cool mint number. Not one that I necessarily would hold back, but I'm gonna give him that 808.
Oh,
If you're
Hawaii area code. That's a
hip
good
hop
one.
fan, you'll know 808's a pretty dope number. All right, I gotta run because I want to go grab my groceries. Sandy, do you want to run another grubfish?
Yeah, we can run one more.
All right, yeah, you can take the wheel.
Yeah.
Sandy's
Alright, cool.
computer's gonna crash.
Well, as long as it's because whenever I put the Twitch up, like there's no point having the camera on because I'm just gonna freeze.
Yeah, right.
So I just won't be, or actually, I'll use my phone to grubsplode. I always forget I can do that.
Dude, I can't even load Twitch when I do this stream. Like they both just lag into nothingness for me. So it's a shame I haven't got the grubsplode yet, but I'll get there. Still waiting for Bell Canada to get the five internet here.
Canada doesn't have fiber?
Not
Or
where
is
I
it just
live.
where you are? Yeah.
I'm pretty rural, so
I thought you meant
I-
like Canada on a whole has no fiber yet, which
Dude,
would kind of shock me.
I could rant on about Canadian telecommunications all night, just about how terrible it is, and it's just a monopoly of just bull crap. But
I'm really hoping Helium takes over and fixes that.
damn it! Do you have a Helium thing? Like one, I forget what they're called, but did you buy one?
Yeah, but the apartment wouldn't let me put it outside, and the glass was like too thick because if you have double pane glass, it just does not transmit signal through that, not very well at least. So my earnings have been like probably, I don't know, like 8% of what they should be, but they've still been pretty good. I think I have like over the course of a few months, I have like $300 sitting in there.
Nice. Do you remember how much you paid for the thing? Because I know they kind of pumped as well in price.
Too much.
More than 300.
Yeah, but I could still resell them for more. I bought a bunch of them because I was planning on reselling them. And then instead, I've been trying to go around to like friends, family, apartment buildings, trying to get them to put them up. And everybody's like, "What is this? Are you gonna hack my internet?" Maybe one day they'll let me put them everywhere.
I've heard of stories though of people like they get like the top floor apartment, and I guess they have the glass, like you say, like the easy glass to work through, and they just make so good
Well,
money.
and some of them, like apparently you can make like 4 figures a month if you get an apartment building to let you put it on their satellite.
Wow. Man, that's crazy to think about. Like I'm super, rural, so like it's not even a question for me, but like just the possibilities,
If you can put it on if you can connect it to a dish, you can get some nice signal and make some good money.
Dude,
but those dishes are expensive.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like just it's a satellite dish for my satellite television.
Yeah. I honestly should just get a small one. I wonder if that's still better than the rod antennas. Because it's really about supplying it's not about covering the most area. It's about supplying the most stable connection, which I think a dish is better at than like the rod antennas definitely get the most area, but I'm not sure their signal's as strong as a dish would be.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I don't know. I keep trying to read into it, and it just is not something I fully understand.
It's pretty complicated. I remember when I think you and TD might have bought them around the same time. I thought it was a great idea. Like I wanted to put one on, on my antenna at the house and stuff. But like it's just, I don't know, it's something I procrastinated on. I totally forgot about until you guys bring it up now.
I'm currently realizing I'm at my parents, and I'm pretty sure they have a dish. I need to get one of them and bring them here. They don't need to know it's plugged in.
Do a little science experiment.
Yeah.
I applied for what's the Tesla one, Starlink, a while back because they were coming to our area, and I was like super hyped for that. But it just keeps getting delayed and delayed. It was supposed to come like in fall, like last year. Now it got pushed to like, end of summer this year. So we'll see how that goes. The funniest,
that's pretty good though, right?
Yeah, it's good, especially for where I live. Like it's pretty good. And I know people who got it and they don't want to use it. And I'm like, oh, I'll take it. Like they used it for like a month or two, but they didn't like it. They wanted to go back to what they're used to. And I'm like, damn, I take it, but it's not that simple. Like it's not that cut and dry.
I was gonna say you should just ask them to borrow theirs until yours comes in, and then you honestly just give them the new one if it could work like that. I bet they'd totally be on board for that because they could resell the new one easier than they could resell theirs.
It's not a bad
and you'd
idea.
rather have
actually.
it now.
I didn't even think of that. Interesting.
All right.
Yes.
All right, I'm in. Penny, are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. Oh, I'm controlling this. That's why it hasn't started.
Hey TD, did you see
Oh,
damn.
The challenge?
No, I was just gonna ask if you saw Harden like for the Sixers just killing it.
Oh yeah. Making Maury not look like an idiot. He's an idiot.
Hey, one thing I like about Maury is he goes big or goes home. Most of the time he goes home in the end because his teams usually suck in the playoffs. But
yeah, I took him in daily fantasy yesterday, and that paid off for me. Like it was one of those days where if you didn't have a certain player, you had no chance of winning.
Sure, yeah. No, they look pretty good, man. And they might have two of the, depending on the Nets and everything, they might have two of the best players in the Eastern Conference.
Damn, John Morant put up 52 tonight. He's been on a tear.
Yeah.
Ooh, Alpaca, congrats.
That reminds me, I actually need to look at that Anthony Edwards card.
Yeah, so I just completed that easy challenge for Top Shot. Do you have any of the moments for the hard?
I got probably the most expensive one. I got the Anthony Edwards rookie card.
Yeah, me too.
And I got oh, you got nice. Hell yeah. I like to hear that. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I complete the hard track though, because I think it was John Morant. John Morant debut is gonna be ridiculously expensive.
Yeah,
but you can use your cool cats to sub.
Oh, right. And there was
so
another.
Check it out. We might be able to pair up on that one. I'll send you what I have.
TD, I sent you the addresses in case you want them for later, but I sent the ticket.
Thank you.
I'm missing most of them still. Like I got Edwards, I think I got Carter, and I got Vincent, but actually you're right.
Mountain let's go.
I don't have the John Morant. I have the Anthony Edwards. Do you have the Drew Holiday or the SGA?
No, those will be Series 1 cards.
Yeah.
Wait, which ones are you saying? How much are? If it's anything over $10, I don't have it, but I might.
Yeah,
have
you probably. You might have the Gabe Vincent if you're lucky. That's the one most people will have.
Are we doing more? Or are we calling it a night?
Yeah, one more is good.
All right. Last call for Grubfish.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we could scrape this together though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because you have the sub. I mean, we
Oh,
would
that
still
Edwards
need
isn't even pumping. It's disappointing.
Did you know subs are more expensive on an iPhone? I'm not sure if it's the same with Android phones, but if I give 5 subs directly on Twitch, it's $25. If I do it on my phone, it's 30. I don't understand why.
Wow, really? That's got to be like the whole Apple Market thing.
I bet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
annoying.
the thing. Fortnite. Oh no, was Fortnite against that or something, or was it the Xbox market? I don't know. I know
Fortnite pulled it off the iPhone.
Did they? Okay, so it was Fortnite. Yeah.
So Larry, the Wendell Carter is only 27, right?
Yeah, I got that one. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident I got that one.
And do you have the Scotty Barnes or no?
No, I don't. It's actually been on my watch list for a while, but
Yeah, that one's pricey. That one's 220.
The John Morant I wouldn't even think about.
So we use LaMelo there. I have a LaMelo. You have a LaMelo. So we definitely cover down on that. How much is the Drew Holiday?
I imagine Drew and Shea Gilgeous would be pretty close in price.
Yeah, so the Drew is 98.
There was another card you could use though. It was a weird player.
Yeah, it was that Hamidou Diallo legendary.
Right. Oh, legendary. Yeah. No, thanks. I'm out on that.
Oh wow, the SGA is 430. Oh,
really?
yeah, it's Series 1.
God damn.
Yeah. So, oh well, yeah, that's not worth it.
Did y'all hear about the Costume Clash update that's coming?
No, do tell.
I don't know if y'all played it.
No. I just mentioned it. I said that Larry saying he had to pay extra money because he's got a stupid phone. Sorry, Sandy.
You're good.
Update.
I don't. Yeah. So he said today's the day we announced that a hub world will be coming to Costume Clash. There's no better way to spend your time than in your own castle and your own Holomon sanctuary. Welcome to the Genesis update, release date TBD. I'm pretty excited for that though.
Nice.
I may have seen some teasers I'm pretty excited for it. It's gonna be, I don't know, more like a metaverse as well as a game, which will be cool.
Well, the fact that it has that gameplay to fall back on, like that's always, that's a good sign. Things like it gives them a big leg up on development.
Yeah, I do think that's a cool way to do it. Like game first, metaverse second. That way, at least people have something to do while the whole metaverse gets built. Because the metaverse is hard to build. It's not an easy task.
Totally.
I thought Das was talking about the token for a bit. And if somebody says fate with a capital F, I just assume it's the token.
All right. How you guys been doing with Immersus? I still haven't really played it too much. It's all, it's just finding time to play games is hard.
I've been feeling that lately.
Yeah.
I want more first-person shooter games because those are what I play in my free time, kind of stress relief. But actually, there is the first-person shooter, the
Gen Zero.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't been playing that. I have the NFTs to play in the beta and stuff, and I just haven't been making it to those events. But I gotta play that on stream sometime.
Oh, hey, you know what? Why we have everybody here, or at least not everybody, some people. So shout out to Nostalgeek for all the work that he's been doing behind the scenes with our Discord. It's about to get way more organized and less intimidating when you first join, and a lot easier to navigate and customize to your desire. We're moving all of the roles to blockchain first, and then the individual projects second, and it's really coming along pretty awesomely.
Our Rugram's got a
Yeah.
question for you here. You going to leak the details on the new SaaS
so
coin?
it's not necessarily a leak. We minted our token not too long ago, and are still working through a lot of the specifics on how it's going to be released with the tokenomics and all of that. But yeah, we're super excited that we got the image to finally, I guess they have to merge their pull requests or something. And once they do that, then it shows up. But yeah, we were super excited to see that NFTV logo show there. And yes, it will be the primary currency of the Tor browser and .onion URLs.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Are you ready to blow up, TD?
Yep, let's go.
I gotta make sure I have it typed out.
Yeah. You guys know that the original Silk Road was made in Austin.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, the dude that's in jail for that is from Austin. Which he's in jail for, believe it or not, murder for hire. Go figure, right?
What?
Yeah.
I would not have put that together with that.
Oh yeah,
that other thing.
You
that
let
you
all of
said.
that success like go way to his head, and he was threatening people online, legit trying to hire people.
I did a forensic psychology class in university, and we had to go sit in on like an actual trial. And the one I happened to sit in on was a murder for hire trial.
Huh.
I didn't know it was that much. Honestly, the biggest lesson to me was how little like blood evidence really means. Like it takes a lot of proof. It takes a lot of science to prove that somebody's blood is somebody's blood.
Wow, yeah, I did not know that either. I thought it was as easy as like CSI or Law and Order.
Yeah, they make it look super easy. Congrats, Lumber F.
All right, Sandy, you got the ticket?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait to see him get crushed. Set the addresses as well. Dance off. I love those little ceremonies at the end. I like this different every time too.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of little quirks.
All right, ticket is sent. I'm gonna grab my little grubfish and bring him on stream. If I can get out of this chair.
Nice. We got a winner.
What do we get?
I should always be holding this guy on stream.
Yeah, Sandy, you slacking there. Come on.
I should just like glue him to the green screen. Wait, 2-1 breaker. All right, is that it? Is that it for tonight?
Yeah, let's find somewhere to send these guys.
Who's on? I think who was it? Yeah, Atomic Blaze is still on.
Yeah.
We could also shoot them
Perfect.
over to Crypto Writer.
The times that I've sent them over there, they weren't doing anything remotely close to NFTs, and I would have to, I don't know, I wouldn't feel comfortable without checking it out first. You know what I mean? Like they were
Yeah.
doing something like just way off of anything
All right.
NFT related. Like I think they were watching like cooking channels and talking about making pizza or something.
They stream a lot about a lot of different things.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to send our viewers over to some weird channel like that.
All right. I'll end it and shoot them over to, or actually, TD, do you want to end it while I?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Larry, for another good Wax Weekly. These Mondays are fun.
Call Me Trader noticed your shirt. Look at that.
Thank you, my Mishivanka. My heart goes out to the Ukrainian community. You know, we're here for you and we support you.
Yep. All right, folks. Thank you so much. And you guys have a great night.